Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Ian Pierno.
And this is Joseph Williams, intern Joe, and this is episode 2 of Survival of the Fitted, the official podcast for LeagueFits. To start this one off, we're going to do a little quick recap of what was going on over the weekend. I know my man Ian was over out in Massachusetts, as it's called. So we want to talk about why were you out in Massachusetts, Ian? What was going on, man?
Yeah, so I want everyone to know, y'all didn't hear like a little like brainstorm before the podcast, but Joe did not know. He asked me how to pronounce Massachusetts and didn't know Massachusetts was a state.
I had to ask the people from Canada how to say Massachusetts.
Yeah, come on. Joe's like a year away from having a degree, so he has time to figure it out. But I was out there coaching the Slam 3-on-3 team at the U.S. basketball national tournament, and like 3-on-3 like Olympic basketball, FIBA basketball is crazy, bro. Like it's so fast paced. Like so when someone scores, it goes through the hoop, and like you grab it and you keep going. You don't like check up.
You don't check it up.
No. So if the other team scores, you grab the ball, clear it, and it keeps going. You gotta be like crazy in shape. But anyways, I brought 4 of my boys out there to this like huge competition against like pro 3-on-3 teams and stuff, and like we did pretty solid, and we didn't practice. 2 of our guys had never played 3-on-3 before, and we were like beating some pro teams. It was pretty fun.
So how far did you guys go in this tournament?
We blew, so it's first to 21, and we blew a 19-13 lead in the Sweet 16.
Bro, what's going on? Didn't you have that dude who's like 9 feet tall on your team? What's his name? Mama something?
Mamadou. He's 7'6".
He's like 8'11". How the hell did you lose?
I don't know, but man, we beat the champions. So technically, by like transitive property or whatever, we the champions.
Okay,
Team Slam.
Put that on the resume.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put that on my LinkedIn right now.
Yeah, do it, man. We got the many metamorphoses of Ian. We got Poppy Pierno with the fashion. Then we got head coach Pierno, and then we got ISO Ian on the court, dude. We got to keep adding it to it. We got 3 nicknames already, and we're only on episode 2.
Facts.
That's legendary.
We're going to keep running with this 3-on-3 team all summer, and I'm going to be the emergency player in case like anyone gets hurt.
That's hard.
So we catch the L's if that happens. But anyway, when I was there, something like popped out to me. So, you know, like I was out there and, you know, I think I dressed cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I definitely probably turned it up a little bit. Like, you know, like I laid my outfits out before I went. You know, I put a little thought into it. When I was there, everyone was asking like dudes in like Under Armour polos if they was the coach of the team. And I was like, yes. no, man, it's me. I was wearing like Warren Lotus hoodie, like some different shits, bro. And I just want to start like a movement that coaches should be able to dress any level.
I feel like we're starting to see that low key in the league with the whole, you could just wear like they got the collared shirts and whatnot now. You don't have to wear the suits. Ian's pushing the needle over in the Red Bull 3-on-3 tournament. You know what I'm saying?
But even a collared shirt, still like an Under Armour polo, bro. Like I'm trying to see like I want to see Greg Popovich. And it could even be like some calm shit. Like I want to see like Greg Popovich in like a Warren Lotus tee and some Vans, bro. And like some shades inside.
We could do that.
Who do you think would
so
be
okay, so if you're wearing a fit and you're on the sideline at the same time, are you head coach Ian or are you Poppy Pierno at that point? Because you're kind of mixing the two.
I'm the baby of both.
So you're just metamorphosis of both.
I don't really know what I'm doing when I coach either. I won't lie to you. I don't really watch basketball like that. So probably more Poppy Pierno. But, you know, I'm a little mix of both.
I was going to ask you on your guys' strategy. Do you just lob it to the 9-foot dude the whole time or what's up? Like,
yeah, dog. And I like, dude, I was on like my Bill Belichick hustle too. Like the teams we played, I went and like I watched their practices and stuff and like made a little scouting report. I felt so important, bro. And the whole time I was driven, dog. But
most important part.
Who do you think? I don't even think I can name all the NBA coaches, but like I know a handful. Who do you think like if they like strip the dress code for coaches, who do you think would stunt?
I think the dude from, I don't know his name because I'm not really like a hooper like that. But the coach for Utah, he played at Duke. Yeah, he just looks cool as hell, dude. I'm like, bro, this guy could probably put on a fit and like take anybody's girl. Like, I feel like he's just like young and in that wave. Low key, same with Brad Stevens, like the coach for Boston. I feel like he could put some fits together. Plus, if you're coaching Utah, you already know JC gonna like hook you up. You know what I mean? You got so like that's hard right there. He'll probably stunt.
Didn't Brad Stevens like coach at like a Mormon school before the Celtics? Butler.
Yeah, I think Gordon Hayward went there too.
Yeah.
It's all in the family.
I don't think he would dress cool. But Quinn Snyder, he's got like greasy hair. Like, oh man, he would be smooth. Imagine like, oh, this is so cliche, but imagine like his like the greasy hair slicked back. You know what I mean? My man's got like shades inside and like a Gucci sweatsuit. Like he's Floyd Mayweather, bro. I would tap into the NBA so much more.
I know we're definitely missing a couple coaches for sure. There's definitely some young coaches out there that we're definitely
some former player coaches too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. We should both watch more basketball. We work at Slam.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be part of the job, but it's tough. All right, so we have some other things going on this weekend too. It wasn't just strictly 3-on-3 hoops. I don't know how much of this you caught over there in Massachusetts. You know, the land of Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? But there was a little boxing match that happened over the weekend. Thoughts on Battle of the Platform? What are you thinking about that? TikTok versus YouTube?
I saw.
That's hard.
Explain it to me real quick. Explain it like I'm 5 years old in like 20 seconds or less.
Okay, so an iPhone, you shoot videos on an iPhone and you could put the videos onto this app that's called TikTok. Or you can put it onto this app that's called YouTube. A lot of beef between a few of the bigger, influencers on this app. They want to, I don't even know why they're fighting, to be honest. There's a lot of money in it, but.
Oh, was this the Bryce Hall thing?
Yeah, this is like Bryce Hall versus Austin McBroom. DDG was in there, looking like Baby Floyd. It's pretty hard. What are your thoughts on like the state of the internet with the whole YouTube versus TikTok beef?
I mean, the internet's a horrible place, but I mean, if this is already happening, it's kind of above us now, and I guess we gotta have the LeagueFits Slam Kicks battle the platforms, right?
What? Okay, so it's LeagueFits and Slam Kicks. We got to do a boxing match now.
Yeah,
we're putting it out there on the internet, man.
Yeah, and you would fight. You're the intern.
You're fighting. What do you mean?
I'm not fighting. I'm like 140 pounds.
Okay, that's another thing too. When I was watching these highlights, I don't have an ounce of that in me. Like, there's not an ounce of like, all right, time to go 8 rounds or 5 rounds or fight this dude for 10 minutes. Like, I would like get punched in the face and be like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, this is just not fun for me no more. Like, my nose is bleeding. Like, I want to go home. Like, I don't have an ounce of that in me, dude. So you're definitely fighting.
Let's recruit like a super buff intern.
We get who are we recruiting for that? Oh, 8-foot dude. Mama dude, whatever his name is. He could box too. Put him in the ring, dog.
Mama dude's my boy, but he's not hitting nobody, bro.
Reach crazy. Punch somebody from the other turnstile.
All right, man. Slam Kicks, we calling you out for the battle of the platforms. Anyways, we got Ty Young, the best dressed WNBA hooper, the best dressed hooper maybe ever, coming on the podcast next. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Here it is. Scarp.
Go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcast. Tell them that intern Joe sent you. Click the follow button. Go follow Survival of the Fitted.
Yo, we here with Ty Young, the flyest basketball player alive, period. Not WNBA player, just ball player, period. Another North Carolina legend. Yo, what's good, Ty?
Hey, what's up, man? You too kind for those words. I appreciate all the love.
All love.
It's not love, it's just honesty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. So the word on the street is you went to Michael Jordan's high school.
Michael Jordan went to Ty's high school. Get it right. We got Ty on the show today. We all got MJ on the show today. Yo, show some love.
Okay, my bad.
He is older. So I want to keep my youth. You know what I mean? He's older, so it's okay. I went to his high school.
Valid. Okay, so this is LeagueFits podcast, so we're gonna talk a little fashion, but I need to get your thoughts. We'll start with Mike, I guess. Like, I want to know your thoughts on Michael's fashion game today, like 2020 Mike.
So I feel like 2021 Mike is the same Mike. I don't think he really changed his style much, like when you see Mike, you're like, that's Mike. That's just how he always dressed. He never like changed from trends. He just wore what he wanted to wear. And with him being MJ, the GOAT, it's like he can do that.
So, but just because he's the GOAT, right?
Right, just because he's the GOAT. If it was anybody else, it'd be a problem. But it's MJ, so he get away with that.
All right. Well, I gotta ask. I know you're a ball player first, but like, one day the ball's gonna stop bouncing. You're gonna be in the style game forever. If you became Mike's stylist, what's the first? And you go into his closet. What's the first thing to you? Whether you're adding stuff, throwing stuff away, like, what's that first day as Mike's stylist like?
I'm getting rid of Mike jeans, okay? Everybody knows
big
jeans that Mike wears, okay? Mike already got his swag. He already got his shoe game. We getting rid of the jeans for starters.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you replace him with? What, like, okay, say you're fitting out Mike, who's like shit. Like Mike's like in his 50s now, right? You're fitting Mike like out just to sit courtside at the game, at one of his games, one of the Hornets game. Like what you putting together?
I'm like, he's Jordan Brand. He's MJ. I'm gonna keep him with his style. I might put him on a nice jogging suit that's not too baggy, too big. He could still wear his jeans, but I just feel like a lot of his jeans, are a little outdated. So we're gonna get some better fitting, more stylish jeans.
You gonna put him in some skinny Amiris?
Nah, I'm not gonna put him in those skinny jeans. But some cool jeans or some, cargo type style pants.
I hear that. I could see Mike in some cargos. So when Michael Jordan listens to the League Fits podcast, because we all know he's gonna tap into this.
1000%.
Holla at Ty once the ball stops bouncing. You got a little stylish. You go get you some cargos, some courtside cargos hashtag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on to like you and kind of the state of fashion in the WNBA. I think you'd probably agree, but tell me if I'm wrong. You and Cappie Pondexter were the pioneers of fashion in the women's hoop world, and she's out of the league. You've been in the league a long time. How have you seen the scene in the W and basketball in general kind of evolve since you joined the league?
I've seen it evolve tremendously, especially, with the LeagueFits and the fact that you guys started showing the women love. I've seen females that before didn't really care about their style step their game up. And, for me, I've always just been into fashion, been into how I look, how I feel, how I present myself. And now it's like cameras are everywhere on us. And I feel like other players are feeling that now too. Like, I don't want to get caught on cameras looking crazy, or I do want, to get some love, and I'm into my fashion now, especially a lot of the younger kids. I think with social media, they've gotten way more attention than a lot of the older WNBA players, like even starting in college. So I feel like with them, they got a head start early. But for like other players that is probably my age or a little younger, I've seen them, step their game up since, LeagueFits started showing the females more love as well.
So you and Cappie Pondexter, I think you'd agree, were the pioneers of fashion in the hoop world, and you've been in the league in a minute, and you just said how like you've been dressing for a minute, but now the women's basketball scene is just getting more attention just because there's more cameras. Like literally it's just like that. Talk to me a little bit more where we're at about just how you and Cappie kind of pioneered that whole movement.
For sure it started with Cappie. She took a lot of heat, almost like with AI, taking the heat for being an athlete and being into fashion. Before it was, like an issue, like you're not focused on your game because you care about how you look or the way you dress. And for me, I feel that it doesn't take away from your game. You can still love your game and want to be great at what you do on the court and want to be presentable, want to look nice. For people like Cappie or for myself, it's easy. It's not complicated. Like we're just taking a lot of time and trying to put a fit together where it's taken away from our craft. Like when you got it, you got it. And I feel the people that are not into fashion probably is more of distractions than it is to be something else. But we're more than just basketball players. And, like Dion said, look good, feel good, play good. And I feel the same exact way about that.
Yeah, and if you play good, they pay good. That's the last
Facts.
part.
You can't leave out that last part.
Well, it's also crazy because like you're never gonna holler at like an accountant because he came to like his 2-piece suit. They're like, oh, he's too fresh. He can't do his job as an accountant as well because his suit or whatever is like too fly. You know what I mean? Like, I think Joe reads the comments on these LeagueFits posts too. Whether it's like Kuzma, shit, even like posted you, anyone that's fly. It's like, oh, but are they getting their jump shots up?
It's like, dude, focus on the game. I'm like, why can't they do both? Like, it's not that hard to put a fit on. Like,
they getting their jumpers up. They're pro basketball players.
Yeah, man.
Even if you have a game where you're having an off night, they're like, oh, they're too worried about that outfit. And you're like, some athletes have stylists, so they're not actually worried about their outfit because they have someone pick it out for them.
Yeah.
And then it just comes natural. So, I feel like with anything that's great, are you showing love to someone? It's always going to be critics. It's always going to be haters. So it is what it is.
Okay. Speaking on the stylist thing, we talked about your future styling Michael Jordan. Who do you take input from when you're putting things together? Whether it's a stylist, your girl, like, is there anyone that you usually be like, hey, what you think about this, or like run things past, or is it just like I'm tired, I'm locked in, I'm picking this, fuck what y'all think?
For the most part, I pick out my own clothes and I just wear whatever I feel. There are times where I'm indecisive about what I want to rock, and I'll contact my best friend. And I'm like, yo, what shirt do you think I should rock? Or, I give him options that I've selected, and, he'll help me out sometimes. But other than that, just myself. But it's been other people whose style I love and appreciate that I might take a little bit from, which is Rihanna, which is Chris Brown. And also shout out to Courtney's Chris stylist. I love the way she dresses Chris. And I just love her eye for fashion, and not everything is designer and high end, she mixes it up. And that's the same way I like to dress for myself too. So
I feel that because you can't, it's really true. You can't buy swag.
Yeah, for sure.
I also love Courtney. Courtney's like, shit, that's one of the goats in this like athlete styling game. All her clients look a little different. Like Kevin Love don't look like Chris
Paul at all.
Chris, you know what I mean? Like everyone like has their own flow.
Yeah,
I like that about her. Like, she dresses everyone to their unique own swag, and they all are fly.
Yeah. All right. So you talked about how you've been doing this dressing thing for a minute, but be honest with me here. When was the moment when you were like, yo, I'm the fly ass athlete? Was that in high school? Was it your rookie year? Was it a few years into the league? Like that moment where you're like, this is like I'm known for this. Like, I recognize that this is like part of my role and who I am in this like ecosystem.
Honestly, it's been since probably high school. My style changed and evolved throughout the years, but at every level, people have always commented on my flyness or my swag or how I dress. Every level, high school, starting at high school, middle school, not so much, but high school, college, and then as a pro. And then the name T Swaggy came actually when I was in Chicago. One of my teammates, Jackie Jamellos, who's now an assistant coach for New York, she just one day was like, yo, like, I swear T, you be so fly. And she just started calling me T Swaggy. And then other people just started calling me T Swaggy. So I just stuck with it.
That's hard.
That's tough. Okay, hold up. So if it started in high school, like, shit, like run me back to like Laney High School. Like, give me an example. Like, because there's no LeagueFits, there's no like Instagram when you was in high school. But like, what, you just walk in the locker room and everyone was like, was it like one of those like old like 2000s like sitcom TV shows where like you walking down and people at their lockers like, oh shit, like
look what Ty got on? Like,
it was always like that for sure. But then like I would just wear different stuff. Like I started wearing baseball socks with my slouch socks, and then you will see other people start doing that. So it's like, okay, like obviously y'all like it because now y'all biting the style. And then people will talk about it. And in the accolades from the yearbook, I got, best athlete, but then other people would be like, oh, you should have got best dressed too, So it was just like word of mouth and people just commenting and saying things.
That's real. That's real. And so you touched on like accessories, talking about like socks and things like that. This not technically clothes, but I've always kind of viewed like tattoos and inks as an accessory. How has like your tattoos, because you have plenty, kind of played a role into like even your outfits and how they, I guess, complement what you wear?
Mm-hmm.
So as I got older and started being more comfortable with knowing, okay, like this is my job, this is my career, I can get more tattoos. Before, I never really used to wear shorts a lot because I'm always cold. But then it's like, as I got my leg sleeve, as I got more tattoos, I want to wear shorts because I feel like it kind of goes with the fit and the swag. Like you said, it's like an accessory, the tattoos. So sometimes I will wear certain fits just to show off my tattoos as well and have them out.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so I hope you thought about this. If not, you could take a second. But your all LeagueFits team, so starting 5, position doesn't matter, but like anytime era, any gender, like you're starting 5. We're gonna ask everyone who comes on here.
So women and men?
Yeah, and it can be any time era. It's up to you. You can leave it to this time era, any time era, however you want to do it.
Okay. I will put AI.
Good.
I can put myself, right?
Hell yeah.
I'll put myself for sure. I'll put Cappy. Put Chris Paul and Tina Thompson.
Oh, Tina, that's a good one.
That's a solid 5.
That's a solid 5. I love Chris Paul. People are gonna be like, "What, Chris Paul? She wildin'." You're not wildin', and I want you to know that you're not wildin'. Right?
Chris Paul is sick, bro.
And I'm like, Chris be fly. And that's what I said. Like, a lot of people think fly is about designer and having all the flashy stuff, but Chris has his swag, and I think he's fly. PJ Tucker too. It's fly. Shout out to PJ Tucker. North Carolina kids, man.
That's a Carolina thing. Yeah, that's a Carolina thing.
Chris is Carolina. You don't know about that, Joe, but yeah.
I'm the odd man out.
PJ went to my high school, which, Enloe, Southeast Raleigh, he was way before me, but shout out to PJ, man. He's got the 919 number still. Shit.
Carolina invaded the episode,
I like
man.
Westbrook style too.
Say what?
I said Westbrook style too. I like Westbrook.
Yeah. Well, Westbrook, kind of, so let's say that Cappy was the Iverson. I think, in terms of kind of it's the heat for it and things like that. Then call me crazy, but then you're kind of like the Westbrook in the terms of the sense that once the camera started being there, you were the star.
Yeah.
Or Westbrook was the you. You know what I mean? There is no
passing of the torch, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass the torch.
Mentally, as far as what we wear, we don't care what other people think. And I feel like Westbrook is like that as well. He's going to wear what he wants to wear, whether people like it or not. It's this is what I want to wear, and I don't care what you think. And I feel the same exact way.
There's no way he reads his Instagram comments.
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah. Okay, how much do you read your Instagram? Wait, hold up. You get a LeagueFits post. Do you read the comments?
Yeah, sometimes I do. If I have time and I'm just sitting here, I'll read them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten,
shout out.
Even with being on reality TV and having certain type of people that feel they could just say anything to you, I've gotten tough skin with it. And I used to respond back, and now I just block people and just going about my business.
Protect your energy.
Yeah, I just block it because I'm clearly you just want some attention. And a lot of times just people from private are fake pages.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst.
Exactly.
The private account, that's the worst.
Yeah, when they don't got the emoji, when they don't got the picture, or their pictures the Jordan crying face or a meme or something, you're oh, it's finna get toxic in here.
You're just right. I'm not giving you the energy.
Yeah, exactly. Don't show your energy with that. So I got to know the story behind that LeBron jersey you wore, where it had part of his Cavs jersey, part of his Lakers jersey, part of his Miami jersey.
Shout out Pat. Shout out to Pat,
our graphic designer, had made that in a graphic, and you got the actual jersey made. I gotta know the story behind that.
So I didn't even know who made the graphic, but I've seen the graphic, when it was posted. And so Jersey Jacks, that makes a lot of custom jerseys for me, I sent it to him yo, we should create this, or he might have he might have said something about it. But when he was able to create it, I was like, I can't wait. I'm going to rock it. So that's how we came about that, just from that picture.
That's
So
dope.
shout out to that, for sure.
That's so
And
crazy.
Yeah, can you talk to us about Thai gear? I was kind of stalking the Instagram page, kind of liking what I see. Just talk to us about how it is just running a brand and whatnot.
Thank you. It has some long nights where I'm up just trying to figure out what designs I want to make. A lot of my clothing represents myself and like motivational pieces. I mean, tomboy is what I consider myself as. Like, I'm feminine, I'm chick, but I still like to wear men's clothes, so I consider myself a tomboy. And then like my other clothing with BU or talks about loyalty, those are things that I'm big on. And I just felt like with my brand is live and be comfortable the TY one way. And that's just how I present myself. I'm going to be myself. And that's just how I present my brand as well.
Yeah, that's hard. If you need somebody to model the next line, me and Ian are right here for you. I'm just saying, throw some gram, show some love.
I got some new pieces coming out, and I'll be sure to send y'all some.
Nah, I'm talking like let's rent out a beach in Malibu and like me and Joe will take thotty pics in the gear. Like I'm saying we're modeling for you. Like we trying to be the lookbook. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait.
Okay, so you're committing right now.
I'm committing. I'm all in. Let's do
we got
it.
it on wax. Speaking of the gear, we need to run through what you're wearing right now. We need a quick fit. We need a little fit check.
Yeah, so right now I got on my tomboy hoodie. It's hand dyed. I hand dyed it myself with bleach. And like I said, tomboy is one of the things that I rep. And this is the hoodie. Little hand dyed hoodie.
I like that. And you said you did it yourself?
I hand dyed it myself. Yeah. So originally it was black, and then the right and the red with white trim, and then I hand dyed it with bleach.
Damn, that's what's up. Getting gritty with it.
Yeah, those are long nights.
I get to work. So every piece that was sold like this, I actually hand dyed it myself.
So do you hand dye every single one of those?
Yes.
Dang. What? Those are the long nights right there. Those are the long nights that she referenced.
Like,
those are long nights right there.
People don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm very hands-on with my business. So
literally,
definitely, I hand dye all the pieces, the t-shirts, anything that's hand dyed like this, I did.
That's crazy. Most like some people that do like these like fashion brand things, like it's kind of on autopilot. You know what I mean? Like they're sending it to China and be like, "All right, when it's back, it's back." I love that. You're getting your hands in it. You know what I mean? Literally. Well, yo, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. This was
for sure.
It was surreal, and I meant it when I said it was surreal that we had the flyest basketball player ever on this podcast. So I appreciate you a lot.
I appreciate you too.
Carolina in the building. We eating ice all summer. Eating ice. We're eating ice all summer. You heard it here first. Bring it back to the bay.
Well, we'll see you at the next lookbook shoot. Out on the beach in Malibu, taking our thotty pictures in the gear.
Wait.
Shout out Tiger.
All right, later.
Peace, fam. Yo, that was so sick talking to Ty Young. Yo, GOAT is so overused, but that's an actual GOAT right there.
No, yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. You see the fits, the resume speaks for itself. Greatest of all time.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to the mailbag. One of the questions we got is basically just asked, so many of the captions are music related. What artists are we feeling right now? Give us 3.
3 artists? I was not anticipating 3
Okay,
artists.
give us one. Give us one you're looking out for.
Okay. Who am I? If I'm going in my whip right now, who am I playing? See, I feel like the artist that I listen to, which is kind of weird because I know I'm the guy who like kind of, especially at first, I would throw a lot of like hip hop captions out there, like Lil Baby captions and stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, I don't know if it counts as an artist, but honestly, anything that really like Travis Barker is playing the drums on or producing, like I'm bound to listen to it. I know you know what I'm talking about, but
thanks, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's the wave. So like, if Travis is playing the drums on it, then like I'm probably knocking it. I have so many like random like artists in my playlist that I don't even know, like really like that, but like has like 1 million views on YouTube, but like featuring Travis Barker, and like I'm just automatically listening to it every single time.
Facts.
So yeah.
Travis Barker's swaggy too, bro. I actually love him and Courtney.
No, yeah. That's a hard relationship right there.
I think
definitely not a midlife crisis. Definitely not a midlife crisis. But hey.
They're cute though. At first I was like, nah, this is weird. But now it's like also an overused word. But now I'm like, oh, nah, this is goals. Like I just want to get like yadded up and like hang out with my shorty all day.
No, yeah, facts.
For me, I've been diving back into my Vince Staples rotation, like including like old Vince. Like what was I forget the name of the mixtape that he made with Mac Miller that's on SoundCloud. I've been listening like that and some of his albums again because he hasn't dropped music in like years, like his own album. And he's supposed to be dropping 2 this year. So I've been like listening to Vince Staples over and over, watching his episode on Kenny Beats freestyling show. I'm totally blanking on the name. And I'm super excited to see what he does. Like in terms of like the kind of hip hop I like Vince Staples is like the nucleus of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What I feel like you can like Vince Staples without, for someone like me, I can't name one Vince Staples song, but I'm very familiar with like
North.
He's just like the personality, like the celebrity is like there, you know what I mean? Like it's just beyond music. Like he's bigger than that.
He's mad funny on Twitter too.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen hella. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've seen hella tweets of like Vince Staples, and I could probably name more Vince Staples tweets than I can songs.
That was like a diss, bro. I know you didn't
mean
it as a diss, but that's a diss.
I don't want no smoke. I know he's a Crip. I don't want no smoke, dog. I'm just trying to do my podcast, make it back home. That's all I'm trying to do, bro.
All right, dog. So what are some trends? That next question. What are some trends you're feeling around the league?
Okay, yeah, I like this question. So I'm really rocking with the unisex wave right now. Mm-hmm. I know some like fits that I could think of, and it's always like the comment section is always like crazy on these. But like we've posted Tyler Hero. I don't remember the name of the shirt. I think you probably do. Like that long sleeve transparent shirt.
It was a Rick Owens shirt.
The Rick Owens shirt. There we go. The Rick Owens shirt. I know PJ literally just pulled up in like some like crazy thing yesterday. The comments on that were like, it just brings out the insecureness in people basically. But like, I like that because we post plenty of like sweats tucked into the socks with the Air Jordan 1s. Like you guys can get that, you know, everywhere else. But like, let's actually try to do something different, dude. Like, I like I'm rocking with the unisex wave right now.
Yeah, I know. It pains me. I'll do like the socks tucked into the sweats in the Nike Tech and wearing like some like mid Jordan 1s, but like you can see that like at any high school in Nebraska. You know what I mean?
Massachusetts.
So I think honestly, like, bro, I think like in 100 years, maybe sooner, like all clothes will be unisex.
I'm here for it.
Like, I don't think like you'll go to the store and buy like men's and women's clothing anymore.
And another thing I like too was like when I would think of like unisex clothes, I would think of like a specific like body type, like that whole like Tyler Hero, Kelly Oubre type frame. But then like, bro, PJ Tucker is not built like that at all. He put on some crazy stuff yesterday too. So it's like, it's really for everyone. Like it's for the kids, bro. PJ, come on the show. PJ Tucker, come on the show.
PJ Tucker, Enloe High School. What's going on? Come on the show. Anyway, yeah, man. So I feel that. I think you probably took my answer, but I love the really bold like 2-pieces guys are going with. Like not even just like sweatsuit, but just 2-piece outfits. Like Chris Paul wore the Lanus like knitted set the other day. I love stuff like that because these guys dress like for like 100 games a year if you're in the playoffs. And you know, that's the way to keep it smooth, you know, and you can still dress that up and make it your own, whether it's adding like some cool glasses, like a cool t-shirt underneath, deciding what to do with the shoes, you know, things like that. So if you're an NBA player, I support you, you know, getting in your 2-piece bag. Speaking of boxing.
Hella 2 pieces. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You see what I did there?
I like that. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, y'all, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for tuning in.
Episode 2 in the books.
Yeah, man. See y'all next week. Peace. Yo, go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcasts. And then have 3 of your friends follow the podcast. And then have 3 of their friends follow the podcast. And then boom, it's the LeagueFits pyramid.